Epoxy tabletops have redefined what a table can be. No longer limited to simple wood or stone surfaces, today's designs merge natural textures with fluid resin to create pieces that feel sculptural, expressive, and refined. The contrast between raw timber and glossy epoxy introduces movement, depth, and character that instantly elevates any interior. What makes epoxy tables so captivating is their ability to balance artistry with practicality. Each pattern is unique. Every swirl, river line, and translucent layer reflects craftsmanship and creativity. Whether bold and dramatic or subtle and minimal, epoxy surfaces adapt effortlessly to modern living rooms, elegant dining areas, and sophisticated office spaces. The beauty of epoxy lies in its versatility. It can highlight the organic edge of a wood slab, form a striking river through the center of a table, or create a seamless, glass-like finish that reflects light beautifully. With endless color possibilities and finish variations, epoxy tables offer designs that feel both contemporary and timeless. This exploration focuses on the most stunning epoxy tabletop ideas and how they transform ordinary furniture into statement pieces that define the entire space. Resin river tables are among the most striking expressions of epoxy craftsmanship. The defining feature is the flowing resin channel that runs between two natural wood slabs, creating the illusion of a river cutting through solid timber. This contrast between organic texture and smooth, glossy resin produces a powerful visual statement. Live edge wood enhances authenticity, preserving the natural curves and grain patterns of the slab. When paired with clear epoxy, the design feels clean and modern. When combined with deep blue, emerald, or smoky gray resin, the table becomes dramatic and bold. Metallic pigments introduce shimmer and movement, especially under natural or pendant lighting. Walnut slabs create rich depth and luxury, while lighter woods like maple or ash produce a softer, contemporary look. The resin itself can be transparent, translucent, or fully opaque depending on the desired effect. Some designs even incorporate subtle waves or layered pores to add dimension. River tables work beautifully as dining tables, conference tables, or statement desks. Because of their strong visual presence, the surrounding decor should remain balanced and intentional. Neutral chairs, minimal centerpieces, and clean flooring allow the table to remain the focal point. At its best, a resin river table is not just furniture. It is a functional art piece that brings movement, depth, and character into the space while maintaining elegance and durability. Modern epoxy dining tables combine sophistication with durability, making them ideal for both everyday living and formal gatherings. Unlike traditional wooden surfaces, epoxy finishes create a seamless, glass-like layer that enhances depth while protecting the table from moisture and stains. One popular approach is the full epoxy overlay, where the entire tabletop is coated in clear resin. This technique intensifies the wood grain and gives the surface a smooth, reflective finish. It feels refined yet practical, perfect for contemporary interiors that value clean lines and simplicity. For a bolder look, black or charcoal resin paired with oak or ash wood creates dramatic contrast. Metallic pigments such as gold, bronze, or silver add a subtle shimmer that transforms the dining table into a centerpiece. These finishes work beautifully in spaces that lean toward luxury or modern elegance. Shape and base design also influence the final look. Rectangular tables offer structure and balance, especially in open-plan layouts. Oval designs soften the atmosphere and encourage conversation. Matte black steel legs introduce an industrial edge, while sculptural bases elevate the artistic appeal. In well-designed dining areas, the epoxy table becomes the anchor of the space. The glossy surface reflects light, enhancing brightness and adding visual depth. When paired with neutral dining chairs, warm lighting, and restrained decor, the result feels cohesive and timeless. A thoughtfully designed epoxy dining table is not just a surface for meals. It is a statement piece that blends craftsmanship, functionality, and contemporary style into one refined focal point. Epoxy coffee tables offer the perfect opportunity to introduce artistic detail into a living room without overwhelming the space. Because they are typically smaller than dining tables, they allow for bold experimentation in color, shape, and resin effects while remaining balanced within the overall design. Round epoxy coffee tables soften modern interiors and create a welcoming flow around seating areas. Subtle swirl patterns within clear or smoky resin add depth without becoming too dominant. For more dramatic settings, river-style coffee tables bring the same striking contrast of wood and resin seen in larger designs, but in a more compact form. Live Edgewood slabs paired with deep blue, emerald, or charcoal resin create powerful focal points. In minimalist interiors, a clear epoxy finish over richly grained wood keeps the look refined and understated. Nested epoxy tables add flexibility and functionality, especially in smaller spaces where versatility matters. Base design also contributes to the statement. Sleek black metal frames create a contemporary feel, while sculptural or geometric bases enhance the artistic presence of the table. When styled with simple decor such as a neutral tray, a few books, or a subtle centerpiece, the epoxy surface remains the highlight. An epoxy coffee table is more than a practical surface. It anchors the seating area, reflects light, adds texture, and introduces movement into the room. When thoughtfully chosen, it becomes a conversation piece that elevates the entire living space with character and sophistication. Color and material combinations define the personality of an epoxy table. The most successful designs create harmony between the warmth of natural wood and the fluid character of resin. When thoughtfully paired, these elements produce balance rather than competition. Deep walnut combined with rich blue resin delivers bold contrast and visual depth. This pairing feels dramatic and luxurious, especially in larger dining spaces. Oak or ash with smoky gray epoxy creates a softer, more contemporary atmosphere that blends easily with neutral interiors. Light maple paired with clear or white resin results in a clean, airy look that enhances brightness. For a refined statement, black resin accented with subtle gold or bronze metallic pigments introduces sophistication without overpowering the design. These metallic tones reflect light beautifully and work well alongside warm lighting and minimalist decor. Beyond wood and resin, complementary materials strengthen the overall composition. Matte black steel bases add structure and modern edge. Brushed brass or bronze elements echo metallic resin tones. Concrete floors, natural stone walls, or textured fabrics provide contrast while maintaining cohesion. The key to timeless epoxy design lies in restraint. Strong colors should be balanced with neutral surroundings. Bold resin tones benefit from subtle furniture and decor choices. When materials are layered thoughtfully, the result feels intentional, refined, and enduring. The finish of an epoxy tabletop dramatically influences its overall presence. A high-gloss finish creates a mirror-like surface that reflects light and enhances the depth of the resin. This type of finish feels bold, luxurious, and visually striking, especially in well-lit dining or living areas. On the other hand, a matte or satin finish introduces a softer, more understated elegance. It reduces reflection while preserving the richness of the wood grain and resin layers. Matte finishes are often preferred in minimalist interiors where subtlety and balance are key. Texture and layering also play an essential role. Multi-layer resin pours can create a three-dimensional effect, giving the illusion of depth beneath the surface. Swirl patterns, wave-like movement, or gradient transitions add artistic character without overwhelming the design. Clear epoxy allows for embedded elements such as small stones, metallic flakes, wood fragments, or even subtle decorative accents. When used thoughtfully, these additions enhance uniqueness while maintaining sophistication. The choice between smooth polish, textured layers, or embedded details should align with the overall interior style. Whether refined and minimal or bold and expressive, the finish transforms an epoxy table from a simple surface into a dynamic design feature that captures attention from every angle. Shape and proportion determine how an epoxy table interacts with the surrounding space. Even the most beautiful resin design can feel overwhelming or disconnected if the scale and form are not carefully considered. Rectangular epoxy dining tables offer structure and clarity. They align naturally with open-plan layouts and long dining rooms, creating symmetry and order. This shape works especially well when paired with clean-lined chairs and balanced lighting above. Round tables encourage intimacy and flow. In dining areas, they promote conversation and soften sharp architectural lines. A round epoxy surface with subtle resin movement can feel inviting while still maintaining a strong design presence. Oval tables combine the structure of rectangular forms with the softness of curves. They are ideal for spaces that need balance between modern precision and visual warmth. Organic or irregular slab shapes, often seen in live-edge epoxy designs, create a sculptural statement. These pieces feel artistic and unique, especially in contemporary interiors that embrace natural form. Proportion is equally important. Large epoxy dining tables suit spacious rooms where the table becomes the visual anchor. Smaller epoxy coffee tables should complement seating arrangements without crowding movement pathways. Adequate spacing around the table ensures comfort and preserves the elegance of the design. When shape and scale are thoughtfully selected, the epoxy table integrates seamlessly into the room. It feels intentional, balanced, and refined rather than simply decorative. Lighting plays a crucial role in highlighting the depth and movement of epoxy surfaces. Because resin reflects light, the right lighting setup can enhance its clarity, shimmer, and layered effect. Above dining tables, pendant lights or modern chandeliers create focused illumination that emphasizes the resin's flow and the natural beauty of the wood. Warm lighting tones add richness, especially when paired with darker woods like walnut. Softer, diffused lighting creates a calm and inviting atmosphere while preventing harsh reflections. In living rooms, indirect lighting such as floor lamps or wall sconces allows epoxy coffee tables to glow subtly without overpowering the space. Natural daylight also enhances transparency and reveals the intricate details within the resin. Styling should remain intentional and restrained. Minimal centerpieces allow the table's design to remain the focal point. A simple ceramic vase, a curated stack of books, or a refined tray creates balance without distraction. Metallic accents can echo resin pigments, while neutral textiles keep the composition cohesive. The goal is harmony. Lighting should enhance the table, not compete with it. Decor should complement the resin's artistry rather than conceal it. When properly lit and styled, an epoxy table becomes a refined centerpiece that elevates the entire room. Beyond their artistic appeal, epoxy tables are valued for their strength and longevity. When crafted with high-quality materials and proper techniques, these surfaces offer impressive durability for everyday use. Epoxy resin forms a protective layer that resists moisture, stains, and minor scratches. This makes epoxy dining tables ideal for frequent gatherings, while epoxy coffee tables handle daily use with ease. The sealed surface prevents liquids from penetrating the wood, preserving both appearance and structure. Structural integrity is equally important. Solid wood slabs combined with properly cured resin create a stable and long-lasting tabletop. Professional finishing and sanding ensure smooth edges and a refined surface that feels as premium as it looks. Maintenance remains simple. Regular gentle cleaning and occasional polishing keep the surface clear and vibrant. With proper care, the resin maintains its clarity and shine for years without fading or losing depth. A well-made epoxy table is not only a design statement but also a practical investment. It blends craftsmanship, resilience, and visual impact into a piece that remains functional and refined over time. Epoxy tabletop designs bring together nature, craftsmanship, and contemporary artistry in a way few materials can achieve. From dramatic resin river tables to refined dining surfaces and sculptural coffee tables, each piece carries its own character and depth. What makes epoxy truly exceptional is its balance between beauty and performance. The organic warmth of wood combined with the fluid elegance of resin creates furniture that feels both expressive and enduring. Whether bold and eye-catching or subtle and minimalist, an epoxy table has the power to define the entire room. When thoughtfully designed, proportioned, and styled, it becomes more than a functional surface. It becomes the focal point, a lasting statement of creativity, refinement, and timeless interior design. If these epoxy tabletop ideas inspired you and sparked new design possibilities for your space, make sure to support the video by liking and sharing it with anyone who appreciates creative interior design. Subscribe to HD Interiors for more refined, timeless home decor inspiration that transforms everyday spaces into statement interiors. Turn on notifications so you never miss a new design idea that could elevate your home. Stay inspired, stay creative, and keep designing spaces that truly reflect your style.